Do you guys want to talk Star Wars really quick?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right. We know we want to.
So I pitched a theory to Ben before you arrived that the Vader's gonna come back in this new trilogy. I think that's gonna be the big reveal.
As like a Force ghost or what?
They're gonna play it into this whole like Sauron-esque kind of deal.
I don't know. I feel like that's not what I want to happen, at least. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Vader as much as anyone else, but it feels like the Episode 7 should be the old guard passing the torch to the new generation, and then 8 and 9, they'll be their own characters. Like one of the Luke, Leia, and Han will sort of fade into the background, and it'll be about Poe Dameron and Finn and Rey and all these new people.
In that vein, the idea of the torch being passed, we don't see who's holding Darth's helmet at the beginning of the trailer, but I was wondering if it could be Kylo Ren.
It's probably an Ewok.
I get
that's true.
I get what you're saying with that, and I have a feeling that's going to be a big part of it. But at the same time, who's the bad guy here? And how do you introduce the old characters without having them play significant roles in this?
So, here's a thought I had. Like, what if the first characters we see in the movie are the new characters? What if we first see Finn, Rey, Poe Dameron, and what if through their adventures it leads us to Luke and Han and Leia, say like in Act 3, it's kind of it's a little bit of, the big reveal at the end that, the originals come back. I mean, I don't know, because I've heard that Harrison Ford especially might have a pretty big role in this one. Mm. But if they do want to enter a new era,
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
as a big character.
I mean, I don't know if I want that. Being such a fan of the first 3 movies, not the first 3 chronologically, the first 3 that were made. But I don't know. I mean, from that perspective, I want to see as much of Luke and Han as we can get.
Yeah.
Which, did you guys think that maybe the hooded figure reaching for R2-D2 at the beginning was possibly Luke?
Well, that was a robot hand.
Oh, that was definitely Luke.
So, I didn't notice the robot hand.
But Luke has real hands again, so
that's true. He had the coating.
Yeah.
I took it as Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
For R2-D2.
Could be.
And then when he said, my sister has it, he was handing the lightsaber to someone. Was that Leia?
Was that Luke saying that?
Yeah, it was Luke saying it. Yeah.
The voiceover, that was Luke.
I'm not sure why I didn't recognize it.
And I was just mentioning to Ben, it's not they didn't lift the lines from Return of the Jedi. That was a modern day dub.
That gets me excited for sure.
But of course, I'm also keeping up with the fandom on the internet. The speculation and this and that.
I'm not. I just know I read that Finn is he is a stormtrooper.
Yeah,
and
that too. Yeah.
Also maybe a Jedi. And I'm just excited because John Boyega is getting work.
Yeah, me too. Well, I get the feeling that he's gonna be like sort of the Luke of this trilogy.
He's gonna be a main. Definitely.
He's the first one we saw in that original trailer.
Yeah.
I'm also excited too that I think. Maybe the biggest, one of the biggest mistakes they made in the prequels is pretty much all the characters were Jedi, and this, clearly, we have, characters like, Finn and Rey who maybe are going to become Jedi, but then we have Poe Dameron, who's just a rogue squadron pilot. I mean, that's exciting, that we'll have a guy who's just, a normal dude and doesn't care about the Force or anything.